Yes, if you look at PSUs today, they have evolved as any other, uh, you know, as any other, enterprise or corporate, right? From IT perspective, uh, there are a couple of things which have happened over last decade or so, right? There's a rise of adoption of cloud, and when I say cloud, it is not only clouds like AWS, Azure, or Google, but there is also a rise in terms of building the private clouds within their data centers as well. Now, one thing which happens because of this is the distribution of data. So data is today lying everywhere. I mean, be it your private data center or be it the Azures or Googles or AWS of the world. So what is important is how do I protect all this data? And the other big thing which is also happening is adoption of SaaS services. So services like O365, for example. Pandemic has given great rise to things like collaboration from be it tools like Zoom or Teams, right, or any other platform which a PSU may be using. So how do we protect the data which is lying across all these services, right? The onus of protecting the data and making sure it is secure is, of course, that of a PSU, right? So what is important is from operational perspective, how do I do this effectively in a secure fashion and from minimal overhead on my operations team? Actually, I had a very interesting conversation with, a lot of IT leaders from PSUs. And one thing which I have realized, or actually I knew this before, but it has only been cemented is that, PSUs are today innovating like any other private sector, and especially pandemic has accelerated that innovation, right? One word if I were to sum up my experience from the conversation which I had was efficiency. There is a tremendous amount of efficiencies which PSUs have bought within themselves. So be it citizen related services, or be it unlocking of potential of data using AI and ML, or be it simply having workarounds because of pandemic induced lockdowns or anything, right? So I see a lot of innovation being done at PSUs, right? Newer ways to work, newer ways to analyze, newer ways to drive down the costs, right? And also as a result, it is not only a win-win for, I mean, it is of course a win from PSU perspective also, but it's win from even citizens perspective who are consuming those services, right? So I think so, PSUs have, have become efficient by leaps and bounds, and it only got cemented by today's conversation. I heard so many wonderful stories around how they transformed themselves in last 2 years specifically.